about, and also later the ARP Odyssey. From 1970 to 1980, progressive rock musicians such as Jean-Michel Jarre and Vangelis released successful synthesizer-led instrumental albums. Over time, this helped influence the emergence of synthpop, a subgenre of new wave in the late 1970s and early 80s. The work of German electronic bands such as Kraftwerk and Tangerine Dream, British acts like Gary Newman and David Bowie, African American musicians like George Clinton and Zapp, Japanese musicians like Yellow Magic Orchestra and Kirato were also influential in the development of the genre. Gary Newman's 1979 hit Our Friends Electronic and Cars are heavily using the synthesizers. And one of my favorite OMD's Enola Gay from 1980 used distinctive electronic percussion and a synthesizer melody. Soft Cell uses synthesizer melody in their 1981 hit Tainted Love. Nick Rhodes, keyboardist of Duran Duran, uses various synthesizers, including Roland Jupiter 4 and Jupiter 8. And chart hits like Depeche Mode's Just Can't Get Enough from 1981, Human League's You Don't Want Me, and Giorgio Morondo's Take My Breath Away 1985 of Berlin. And that song, which is a soundtrack of Top Gun, that was my very first album that I bought. So that's something that I really like to say at this moment. Other notable synth pop groups include New Order, Visage, Japan, Man Without Hats, Ultra Fox, Spandau Ballet, Culture Club, Eurythmics, Jasu, A Flock of Seagulls, Heaven 17, Erasure, Soft Cell, Pet Shop Boys. Ooh, a lot of them, and I when I read this, I really think this is something that I really like. Nowadays, I really like to listen to V&V Nation, for instance, which is a very great electronic band. Bronco Beat, Naked Eyes, and Tears for Fears and Talk Talk, and much more. Let me just continue. Stevie Wonder, Peter Gabriel, Cambridge. I will come to your comments. Don't worry about it. I will do that. Frank Zappa taught the synthesizer really became one of the most important instruments in the music industry. So wow, what a list! It is mind-boggling. Let me check what you guys have to say about it, because I hope that I see that Floyd says that my set looks great. Thank you so much, Floyd. It has been really something that I was looking forward to have, a little bit more of a real set. And the fun part of this set is that I don't actually have to change it every single time. I can. There are some things that I have to move away, but it is compared to what I did prior to this set, much less. Actually, it's roughly 8 feet. I think it is 3 meters, 8 feet. That's on top of my head by 7 feet or so. That's all it is, and it's really great, and it gives me I have all the tools that I need right in front of me. I can actually see what I'm switching. I can actually put in some graphics what I just did. Now I have to admit it's not perfectly, but hey, who cares? This is new stuff, and we're pushing the envelope, and I really like it. So let's see what we have more. Floyd says, nice. Yeah, it is really nice. Thank you so much for your kind words. So that is synthesizers. So I was hoping that I would find some other artists that you really like, but I just remembered some of them. Frank Zappa, for instance, really used a lot of synthesizers. Kate Bush, maybe. There's also one that springs to my mind. So wow, Peter Gabriel. I don't recall if I mentioned them. He uses uh, synthesizers, not a lot, but if he uses them, they sound perfect. Peter Gabriel is one of my favorite artists, and is also one of the artists that, for instance, my favorite artist, which is the Simple Minds. they really have checked Peter Gabriel from when they were young all the way to now. So that is really cool. Um, so this is synthesizers, and let me check for one final brief moment if there are some comments. If not, then I will wrap this show up. Um, so this is actually the second time that we wanted to talk about synthesizers, but like I said, we have been moving around quite a lot. Um, there are no comments. That's fine. So thank you very much for watching. A special thank you to these guys right here below for contributing to the show. This is very much appreciated that you took the time to do this. Um, I will be here every Saturday, 9 p.m. Central European Time, 8 p.m. if you live in the UK, 3 p.m. if you live on the Eastern Standard in the Eastern coast of the US, at noon if you live on the Western coast of the US, 9 a.m. in the morning on Sunday morning if you live in Australia. So I hope that most of the people around the world I have covered by this time. I really, really, really appreciate you for taking the time to talk to me and be here and contribute. And we'll see you next week. Thank you very much for watching.